for much more on the Dynamo, we are happy to welcome back to the show Brian Ching. Brian, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
All right, what about that game against Olympia? It was pretty heated out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was kind of a tale of two halves for us. You know, it was a situation where Olympia had to come in and win, and they definitely come and they took it to us, I would say, in the first half. You know, and I think we kind of regrouped and came out and played much better in the second half. Didn't end up winning the game, but came back, got a goal, got the result we needed, and we're moving on in the tournament, which is basically what we wanted to accomplish.
Well, you guys clinched a playoff spot going into Saturday's game, but talk about how tight that playoff race is at the top.
Yeah, it was a good week for us, moving on in Champions League and then clinching the playoffs on the Saturday before that. But you know, it's still really tight coming into the final game of the season. We can move up to as high as third, or we could stay here at fifth. And obviously we want to try to move up so we can get a home game or a couple home games in the playoffs.
All right, so this season you closed out the regular season with a big win at home. You go 11-0-6, undefeated at home, 6 draws, but 11 wins. That's an amazing record. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's something that's only happened 4 times in the league's history so far. And it's something that it's pretty difficult to do when you look at a league that's with a lot of parity. And you know, it says a lot about the guys. It says a lot about Dom, and it's a huge accomplishment that we're all proud of. But you know, for us, it's about winning the MLS Cup, and you know, that's what we're focused on now. And hopefully, we can, like I said, move up the standings so we get a couple more home games and use that home field advantage.
Well, winning the MLS Cup is something you've done before. What would it mean to win it at this point in your career?
No, anytime you win a championship, it's extremely special. You know, especially it gets harder and harder with the more and more teams that the league adds on. So, you know, I think this team that we're on is probably one of the most talented, most technically gifted teams that I've ever played for. And, you know, we have a great opportunity. I think we just have to bring the right attitude, the right amount of fight, and the right amount of concentration as we move into the playoffs. And we have a good opportunity going far.
All right, so we talked to you about this earlier in the year. Are you going to be back next year?
This is definitely something that I've been thinking about a lot as of late, and it's a decision that I'm really going to make, I think, at the end of the season. You know, if you ask me now, I'm leaning towards coming back, but you know, you asked me a month ago, I was kind of leaning towards retirement. So it's something I'm going to sit down, have a long conversation with Dom, have a long conversation with the doc, and you know, kind of make my decision well thought out. And so yeah, it's still hard for me to even talk about right now.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, I wasn't expecting a yes, no. I wasn't going to hold it to you. Hold you to it, I should say.
Well, one thing you really do enjoy is your work off the field as well. I was with you last week when you had your champions there in the grocery store going around getting them all groceries. Just talk about how much you enjoy that aspect of your job.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. Appreciate the support. Yeah, you know, to be able to give back to the community is something that not only I take pride in, but our entire organization. And I think we're probably one of the most charitable teams in the league. And it's a tradition that has started back in the day from when we first got here. And you know, for me, Ching's Champions was just about giving back to people that give so much to the community themselves. You know, I had honored people that created fun runs, well, not fun runs, but created charity events, created runs to raise money for cancer. We had a guy who dresses up to raise awareness for cancer. You know, and then the biggest part of me, the biggest thing that touched me was giving these people an opportunity to, you know, reward themselves. But they used this opportunity. A lot of the people that were there actually got a lot of canned goods, got a lot of things to give back to food drives, to give back to other charities. And that just says a lot about the people that we pick for Ching Champions, you know, where their heart is, and it's definitely in the right place.
Oh.
Well, congratulations on a great event, and I know you had a good time out there, right?
I did. It was fun. We were racing through the supermarket aisles.
Right.
Got a workout, too.
Right. Well, Brian, we appreciate you coming back on the show, and good luck in the postseason, and good luck with your decision on next season. Seems like you're struggling with it right now.
I am. It's not an easy one, but thank you guys for everything.
I appreciate it.